What's up, guys? Welcome to Promotech. Thanks for tuning in. One UI 8.5 just started reaching people's phones, and Samsung is already internally testing One UI 9. That's not a rumor. That's a confirmed internal build on real Galaxy hardware. And the reason this matters isn't just speed. It's what's hidden inside that build that nobody is fully unpacking yet. Let's dive right into the video. So here's where things get interesting immediately. The leaked firmware builds were spotted on the Galaxy S26 Plus and S26 Ultra. Not older devices, not mid-range hardware. Flagship first internal testing tells you exactly how Samsung prioritizes its rollout pipeline. The build numbers ending in ZZ7 and BZ7 were flagged by tipster Tarun Vats. And if you know Samsung's internal versioning patterns, those suffixes indicate early-stage architecture testing. Not UI polish, not feature additions. Architecture. That means Samsung isn't tweaking One UI 9. They're building its foundation right now. And that foundation is being laid on Android 17, which Google is still actively beta testing. Samsung is essentially constructing a house on a floor that isn't fully dry yet. That's how aggressive this timeline is. Now let's talk about why Samsung is moving this fast, because the answer isn't what most people assume. The common take is that Samsung just wants to beat competitors to market. But the real reason is more calculated. One UI 8.5 exists specifically to buy Samsung time. It's a meaningful update, yes, but its primary function is to keep Galaxy users satisfied and engaged while One UI 9 gets properly built. It's a bridge, and bridges aren't destinations. Samsung knows this. That's why development on 9 started before 8.5 even reached most devices. The overlap isn't a mistake, it's the plan. Here's the part that deserves more attention. The hidden code references inside these early builds. References to the Galaxy Z Fold 8 were expected, but a device internally called the WI'd Fold. That name means something. Current foldables open vertically. A wider foldable would open horizontally with a landscape-first experience. If One UI 9 is being built with WI'd Fold support baked in from the architecture level, Samsung isn't just updating software. They're designing an operating system that supports a form factor that doesn't publicly exist yet. That's a massive detail buried in a firmware leak that most people scroll past. The feature changes, Samsung Internet redesign, navbar updates, gallery improvements. Those are real and useful. But they're surface level compared to what's underneath. Better animations and battery optimization aren't just comfort upgrades. Android 17's core changes to background process management could give Samsung the tools to finally fix the battery drain complaints that have followed One UI for years. If Samsung executes this correctly, One UI 9 could be the version that silences the iOS is smoother argument for good. That's the stakes here. Quick thing. If you're tracking all of these leaks across multiple Samsung devices and trying to make sense of the timeline, Walverse is genuinely useful for this. It maps software rollout history, organizes leak timelines, and helps you track which devices are getting what and when, without digging through 20 different forums. For the kind of research that goes into videos like this one, it's the tool that keeps everything structured, worth having in your corner. Also, real quick, more than 70% of you watching right now haven't subscribed. And this channel isn't for everyone. It's for people who want to understand what's actually happening, not just what Samsung announces. If that's you, the subscribe button just means you're in the room when the next one drops. Here's where I'll leave this open, though, because I genuinely think the most important question hasn't been answered yet. Samsung is building One UI 9 on hardware that includes a device called WI'd Fold. Android 17 is still in beta. The beta program for One UI 9 could start as early as late May. That timeline, those devices, that hidden hardware reference, when you put all three together, it starts to feel less like a software update and more like a platform shift. And if that's true, the question isn't what features One UI 9 will add. The question is what kind of Galaxy ecosystem Samsung is actually building toward, and whether your current device fits inside it. Take care and stay safe. I'll see you in the next one soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.